Driver, one of the hardest clubs to get right, okay? I'm going to talk to you today about 5 aspects that I know are stopping you hitting it better. Now, each and every one of these is going to apply to different people, but that could just be the missing factor to help you improve hitting the driver longer and straighter. So guys, I'm Alex Elliott, PJ Golf Professional, and let's start off with number 1. What's arguably one of the most important things in the golf swing? How we hold it. It's our only point of contact with the golf club. Now, if we look at 90% of golfers, when we first start on this game, and probably something when we're swinging at our worst, what really plagues our game, slice. Feels weak, it feels terrible, and it almost feels like it's going to happen at any point. So what I want to suggest to you right now, and I think one of the things that is stopping a lot of golfers really improving, is actually just accepting we might hit a bit of a slice and just going, you know what, I'm going to make my grip just that little bit stronger with my driver. Okay, so what I'm going to suggest to you now, if you're someone who shows sort of 2 knuckles on a iron shot, I want you to show 2.5 with a driver, but also make sure it's in the fingers. So a nice simple routine I want you to stick to out on the golf course is, we've talked about similar things before. Grab the golf club, put it to the side of you, grab it in your fingers, and you can see that close up here as well of the back of my hand with the club in the fingers, down the ground. Now, what I want you to be able to see as you put that club down in front of you is 2.5 knuckles, not the 2. So you're just making it half a knuckle to a knuckle stronger to give you more of a chance of squaring this face into impact. So watch the difference. A lot more turn, I weaken that off, a lot less. That's just going to give you that little bit of extra help you need. So allowing that left hand, that glove hand, or that right hand for a left-handed player to be half a knuckle or a knuckle stronger than you are already, just going to give you that little bit of extra help we all need. And that's a simple improvement we can just make with driver. Let's move on to our second one. Now remember, each and every one of these points could just be that golden nugget. Ball position. So I got the dog's football out again. As you can see, it's a little bit chewed. I want you to think about this. If my ball was too far back in my stance, it might cause me to try and help it in the air. It also could cause me to get a little bit steep onto the golf ball. What I want you to think about is a simple routine that's going to allow you to get that ball in the correct position every time. And this is just a great checkup for anybody. Feet together, turn the left toe out, and you're aligning that ball on the left heel already. And all you're going to do is move your right foot away. Now look at this. If I allow myself to do this, I can now look for the back of the ball and look what position I'm in now. It really looks like I've got a very easy chance of hitting this on the up if I go to the opposite extreme. More down, or I've got to significantly change my swing to try and hit it on the up. Think about it this way. As I swing this golf club around my body, it goes up on the way back, it starts to come down, and then it starts to go back up. We want to be able to put that ball up in our stance to allow this club to be working up naturally to allow me to hit it on the up, not trying to find it. So that ends us on tip number 2. Let's get into the third one of today. Moving on to number 3, alignment, and we're going to talk body and club face. So how I want to do this is, and this is a simple routine that I do every single time I peg it up, and actually something that I would do on a par 3 as well with an iron. I got the line on top of my golf ball sitting at a 90-degree angle to my ball to target line. So as you can see here on a close-up, I have my leading edge matching this line. So I know if my club face is a little bit open, but I also know if it's a little bit closed. So my routine would be, I place my golf club down, I turn my left toe out, my right foot moves away. And the key things I'm looking for here is, number 1, 2 parallel lines. So my feet are parallel left to my target. So don't stand there going, oh, actually, I'm aiming a bit left. Now I aim right. My two parallel lines will be aiming too far right of target now. What I want you to do is club down, target line, away, and feel as though we don't allow the shoulders to open, but allow them to feel as though they're all nice and square through the shot, because there's nothing worse, right, than actually aiming in the wrong position, having the club face in the wrong position at address, and actually blaming what actually is a nice shot to be a wrong shot because of poor alignment. Make sure you get these factors right. So out on the golf course, I'm behind it, I'm picking my ball to target line, tracing it down. I'm imagining my line is running through here. Club, matching this, feet together, left toe away, right foot, even give it a bit of a check. Right, that's parallel left. Adjust the shoulders. Now, I've got good alignment and I'm ready to go. Imagine having wrong alignment, not good for our game. Just right side of the fairway, we will be absolutely fine there. So, we've got 3 tips so far. It's Open Sunday. Oosthuizen was leading going into the weekend. Who do you think is going to be crowned the champion this evening? Let's get in those comments, because it's one of the biggest events of the year in my eyes. Also, don't forget, it's your last chance to enter my giveaway. Unbelievable put-out bundle. Now think about working on your game from home, but even using some of these tools down at the golf club as well. It's so simple. All you've got to do is be a subscriber to this channel and then click the link down below to enter this one-of-a-kind giveaway. Let's now move on to our next one. Now you might be wondering why I have a golf club attached to a hula hoop. Well, I want you to think about swinging this golf club in a big circle around us. Now I see this so often, and by the way, I got this from just a sports shop, and literally on an old golf club where the heads come off, didn't do a toe hand, it fell off, I promise. This is what I want you to feel. How many golfers, right, we get with driver, we try and swing it longer, we break our arms down and we try and then really hit it. What I want you to think about now is point number 4 with driver is width of arc. So I want you to measure that from our glove hand to the end of our shoulder. I want you to feel as though you're going to create what would feel potentially a shorter turn but wider, and then matching that on the way through, as opposed to this. Yes, you could feel like you might create more speed with more levers, but you're going to sacrifice a lot of consistency in terms of centerness of strike. Now for me, to become a good driver of the golf ball and to really hit it far but actually find the center more often, this is how I think we should think about it. Making some swings. If you grab the hula hoop in the middle, if you haven't got a club, just swinging it around us. Look how now on this slow-mo I'm creating a great width of arc. My arc is not changing, okay? Really, really important. And I think this is something that you could do at home. A great investment of £2 from your local sports shop to really help you understand how to get a better turn and how to concentrate on creating that width in the backswing. Simple, but yet so effective. Okay, we need one more ball here. We're on to our final tip of today. And this is one that I must have talked about so many times to all my students, is speed of delivery with driver, right? Hit that thumbs up button if you're one of those golfers who gets into that frenzy of, right, I'm playing against Josh this week and I'm going to absolutely try and get it past him. Got to get it past him, right? I know we've all been there, but what is our golf game measured on? I know it's bragging rights in the bar afterwards, all right, but I want you to be in that situation where you're signing for that lower score because you hit more fairways, and if you're not ball hunting, there's got a better chance of getting lower scores, right? So I want you to think about your speed of delivery into the golf ball, and I want you to think about it like a rev counter. So to start your downswing, I want you to think about the rev counter going from 1 to 5 just past the ball, okay? So this rev counter just past the ball. So if I turn this way to you now, 1 being up here, 5 being down here, as opposed to what I know most golfers do, we get it the opposite way around. We go from 5 to 1. All our speed's gone, we're slowing down, we're stopping, okay? Nice simple thing of feeling a smooth acceleration into the back of the golf ball, as opposed to that massive hit from the top. Let's finish this one off. So feeling that smooth acceleration, 1 to 5. Whoa. And you'll enjoy that shot every single time. Thank you so much for joining me this Sunday. Enjoy your Sunday watching the Open. Don't forget to enter the giveaway and also subscribe to the channel. See you tomorrow at the same time.